Greetings, brothers and sisters in Christ. We come to the 22nd Sunday of Ordinary Time. To understand today's Gospel, we remember last Sunday's Gospel. Last Sunday, Jesus asked the devastating, wonderful question, "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter, with great clarity, said, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." And Jesus said, "Blessed are you, Simon Peter. You are the rock, and upon you I will build my church." Today's Gospel then continues from there, and it does not go quite so well. So then today, Jesus begins to show his disciples that the Son of God must go to Jerusalem, he must suffer greatly, he must die, and then be raised. And the disciples are not sure what to do with this. So first of all, we know that to follow Jesus means that we go the same route that he did. We call it the Paschal mystery, his living, suffering, dying, and rising. I think many Christians, myself included, want to bypass the suffering and go right to the rising part. But that's not part of the Christian life. We suffer. A small example, I think about when you walk into church and you look for the holy water, and we take the water, and what are we doing when we mark ourselves with the sign of the cross? We're not just blessing ourselves. We are remembering our baptism, and there's a difference. To bless myself, I think, means, Lord, protect me from all harm and give me all good. That's good and well, but that's not all of it. To remember our baptism means that we've been baptized into Jesus Christ, and we died to our old self, and something new has come about in Christ. So our baptism means I'm willing and ready to suffer for Christ if it will fulfill his purpose. So I'm ready and willing to lay down my life for the other. And so that's a whole different meaning when we mark ourselves with the cross as we go into Mass. It means that I'm ready to give everything I have today. So not just be protected, but I'm ready and willing to suffer with Jesus. That's a big difference. So then after Peter rebuked Jesus and said, "No, that will never happen to you," what does Jesus say to Peter? He says, "Get behind me, Satan." So first of all, Peter is in front of Jesus, right? Because Jesus has to correct him and say, "Get behind me. To follow me, you must deny yourself, take up your cross, and then follow me." So deny ourselves and take up our cross. So first of all, if we are ever in front of Jesus telling him what to do, we're in a wrong place spiritually. So we put ourselves, or let Jesus put us in the proper place, which is behind him, so that we can follow him and do whatever he wants us to do. And Jesus calls him Satan. Satan is the master of lie. And so what is the lie? Possibly the lie or the deceit is that we can follow Christ without suffering. That's false. There's going to be suffering in our life, and Christ promises us he will be with us to walk with us in that suffering. And so we can trust him with that. Jesus accuses Peter of thinking as human beings do, not as God does. And so I think human beings tend to think about self-protection, right? And God is a little different. God is a relentless love that follows us everywhere, especially in our suffering, so that he may raise us to new life. So I invite you to come to Mass this weekend, mark yourself with his cross, remember your baptism, deny yourself, take up your cross, and follow him. God bless you.